Hey, good morning. This is Veronica with Oh Happy Plants. And I just wanted to pop in really fast to give you a little update on the company and all of the tutorials, where we're going with things, what this is all about, a little info on me, just all of that stuff. So just to start out, I want to apologize for the lighting because this is pretty terrible, even just me sitting here looking at it. The truth of the matter is that I am a crazy person with everything that I'm doing. And if I were to wait for the perfect lighting or bring in my, or, like say, oh, in order to shoot a video, I need to bring my studio lights into the house, or go out to the garage and sit down out there and arrange everything and move my giant shelf unit of shipping supplies out of the way of where I shoot films and stuff like that. Then I would just never shoot any films, and I would never put any tutorials up, and it would never get done. And so we're doing this imperfect, and we're doing it scrappy, and we're not going to care. And the other thing too is, if anybody ever has any questions and you don't know how to ask, just start by asking whatever is in your head. Like, I want you to do it imperfect too, because we're all learning here together. And that's kind of the goal of this entire site that I've built, is we're all just learning, including me. I may have more answers than some people. I may have the ability to ask the right questions a little bit more than some people, just because of my experience, but I don't necessarily know the right answer. And so we're here to find out. And that's what I want everybody to come into this with, is, the growth mindset, because we're plant people, so we kind of have to, right? Anyway, so I'm Veronica. I am building this whole community. A little bit about me on the personal end. I am a crazy plant person. I have been for God knows how long. Oh Lord. I mean, since I was born, probably. Like, I don't really know. I think I started planting my own flowers to start in the spring. Like, I would go and pick out packets from the grocery store or wherever. With my tiny little, like, 25-cent allowance, I would go and buy packets of flowers when I was like 5 or 6 and start planting those. But then I started with houseplants when I was about 12, and I had houseplants for 16 years. And then I started a job where I was caring for plants in like offices and lobbies full time. I had like between 2,000 and 3,000 plants, sometimes more than that. And I did that for 7 years, and I only just left recently. And with that job, after 16 years of plant care, I started that job and I realized that I knew nothing about houseplants. I was like, oh my God, like, people had called me the plant lady for years, and I felt like I did not deserve the title. And so I started by killing a million things, and then I started not killing things and wondering why they were no longer dying and figuring that out. And then I actually figured out a bunch of different secrets to plant care, and they're only secrets because nobody's done that, because nobody has, like, take a pothos, put it in 40 different locations with different humidity, light, like the AC is different, the temperature, all of that, Put them in 40 different locations and figure out what the pothos, the golden pothos or whatever, what does that do? How does he act when he's in different environments? When I move him from here to like somewhere completely different, how is he going to change, and how does my care need to adapt? Like, that was kind of the experience that I had to get, forced to get, was adaptive plant care as a thing, because they're living creatures, right? Like, we adapt our care for ourselves based on what we're doing. If I go for a run in the desert, I'm going to drink a hell of a lot more water than I drink when I'm like hanging out at home. Just because it's necessary. Your body is going through more water, you're using food differently. You need to change your care of yourself based on your environment. And so that's all I want to do with plants. I want to teach that, because people don't think of that. People think, oh, this plant hates me because I killed it. And it's like, okay, well, you killed it because you didn't adapt your care to what it needed. And everything is beautiful when we bring it home, and then it starts telling us what it wants. So that is what we need to be adapting to. Anyway, I think I may have mentioned before that I'm a mom. I have a 9-year-old son, and he is fantastic and hilarious and also loves plants. When he was 2, he looked at me and he said, "Mama, do you love me more than plants?" And I was like, "Oh my God, like I need to focus on the kid a little bit more maybe." But I think he just saw me really caring about plants and wanted to ask. And like, of course I do, you know, but he loves plants too. It's really sweet. And like when he sees new leaves, he pets them. And you know, it's just adorable to raise a kiddo who loves plants. I see that all the time from friends, plant friends on Facebook, talking about their kids like spending their allowance on plants and stuff like that. It's super fun. Anyway, so I also have a 9-year-old stepson, 8-year-old stepson. He's a year younger. Sorry, I'm also insane, by the way. Too many things going on, and my partner lives across the country right now, so there's like a lot going on all the time. I just left my day job with the millions of houseplants that I had there, and I'm transitioning into a wholesale-based houseplant product company. And I realized that there's not anybody who's serving houseplant shops, like those little boutique stores. Nobody's serving them in this sort of way. There are like decorative container suppliers, like all the pots that people buy. There are plenty of nurseries supplying folks. But as far as somebody supplying like the specialty products, there's nobody doing that. And these houseplant shops, they don't know the same sorts of things that I know being in this industry. Like, I know how to keep plants beautiful, and that's not a thing that's taught to hobbyists. You know, the products, it's not taught to houseplant shop owners, because they get the plants and they're beautiful and then they sell them. It's not taught to nurseries necessarily, because they don't have to maintain a mature plant. They only create a mature plant that's gorgeous, and then they sell it. And they don't have to maintain it for, like, once it gets older, you have to keep pruning it back to keep it in that beautiful shape and everything like that. So that's kind of what I aim to do here is, there's a fungus gnat flying around. I hate them. Anyway, didn't get them. That's what I aim to do here, is really like take the information that I've gathered over the years and just pass it on to as many people as possible. That's why I'm building this site. That's why I made the membership community totally free. It's going to stay free forever. Please add your friends. Please bring as many people in as possible, because the more people who learn adaptive plant care exist in the world, the more happy plant parents we're going to have, because you're going to learn what works, you're going to learn how to answer questions, you're going to learn all of that, and then you're going to pass that on. And that's the wonderful thing about plant parents, is that we all want to share. We all want to help people have great success. I feel like there's just so much generosity within this community, and I just love it. And so that's why I'm here, is to help you all have incredible success with your plants. And I want all of them growing. I want you to feel like they love you, and I want you to know exactly what they do, or what to do when they throw fits and stuff like that, because all plants want a certain something, and they're going to tell you about it. And if you don't know how to speak their language, then you're going to miss some signs. And so it's really important to really listen to them. And so that's kind of, I want to be the plant interpreter for you. And anyway, if you want to check out our products, you can do so at ohhappyplants.shop. And if you want more information on wholesale, or like kind of what we're doing in response to serving houseplant shops, if you're a shop owner, or if you just want to look into it, you can go to ohhappyplants.com. And there are 2 H's. It's OH space HAPPY. And yes, that is actually my last name. Veronica O'Happy is my name as of when I was born, because my parents made it up after they left the commune and before they built a straw bale house on the side of a mountain. So you can just assume that my parents were hippies, and that's where that comes from. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do today. Yeah, welcome to my crazy. This is exciting. I'm really excited to get to share this with everybody. So enjoy your day, and I hope everybody can either pop on and ask some questions, watch a video or two. Let me know what you want to see. I know that fungus gnats are a real problem for a lot of people. I'm working on a video for that. I can't remember if I did one on scale yet. I don't think I did one on mealybug. I'm going to work on that as well. And I have a lot more videos coming down the pipeline too. And now that I have left my day job, I will actually be able to focus a little bit more on this sort of thing. So that's exciting. Anyway, enjoy your day. Have a good one.